in February, the PS Plus freebies for the month. Um, One of them was The Sims 4, and I had dabbled briefly with The Sims on PlayStation 2. I think it was Sims 2. I had acquired a copy in a box of games that my ex-girlfriend had picked up for like $20, and I dabbled with it, and I'm like, yeah, you know. I figured Sims 4, I would give it another, the series another chance, and I have devoted many hours over the past 3.5 weeks to this stupid game, and we are going to kind of start where just to bring people up to speed. So what we have here, over on the photo, depicts me on the left, pretty much not far from what I would have looked like in my 20s, kind of maybe a little bit of less facial hair, or a different form of facial hair around that time, but it's not far from the mark of what I looked like back then. Probably had the longer hair, closer, getting into my later 20s, but mid to later 20s. It fluctuated, depending on how much shit my employer gave me at any given time. But around the time that I used to work at Ames and Waterloo, they were, as long as I tied it back in a ponytail, they were pretty cool. That is neither really the point, not really the point. So anyhow, yeah, me on the left, and a representation of my brother Bill, who likes to be called Billiam, on the right. And this is the home that I initially started. The Crick Cabana house, which eventually became this. Which, until I, think of a different name, it's like Casa de Metal Wolf, or I don't even know if that's proper Spanish, but it is what it is. This is, I expanded quite a bit on the Crick Cabana home, and it's much more impressive even now, and we'll get around to that in a bit. Eventually I did add, let's see, is it up here? Became the Kavanaugh Metal Wolf after, some of my Sims married into different families. But I did add a second floor, and actually, let's see, some different views of what I love the building option in this game. It's fun playing, but building is just, that is my jam. I would say I am having so much fun. And as I hadn't really decorated the second floor as of this, the time I had saved this particular version of it, but there it is. Let's see, let's go generations here. So, my first set of children, actually, the first time I had children in The Sims were twins, and this is the only Lita's aged up to elder here in this case. And yes, I have been naming my offspring after hard rock and metal icons. So here we have Lita Metal Wolf and her son Lemmy, who we're going to look a little more into Lemmy here in a little bit here. But let's see. The other twin, Doro. Let me get up to here we go. Doro, their oldest son, Ronnie James, who has aged up and passed on. Middle child, Angela, who is still alive, but elder at this point. Brian, the only one not named after a hard rock or metal icon, because when I saw the game it picked the name Brian, it just made me think Monty Python, and I'm like, yep, I'm not going to change it. I'm cool with that. But, yes, Brian has aged up and passed on. Ronnie James is aged up Angela after Angela Gasso of Arch Enemy, formerly of Arch Enemy. Um, but yeah, that's first generation and second generation. But we'll get to some of these other. Ah, yes, the youngest daughter from the first. I named her Tarja after Nightwish, the original Nightwish vocalist. And she had married this dude, Chance Nesbitt, from the neighborhood. And their oldest son, Ozzy, they have another son, actually, and a daughter, younger son, Bruce, and the youngest daughter, Annika. And yes, Annika, as in Annika van Giersbergen. It's crazy, but yes, I've incorporated some fun stuff. Let's see what else we got here. I know there's other, maybe not. Okay. We'll get around to the other second and third generation offspring. Some other things that I had, because I'm just a huge fan of fantasy literature. For those familiar with the Dark Elf trilogy, played D&D in the Forgotten Realms, anybody familiar with that? Yes, I have created sim versions of Drizzt and Canterbury, and they have a family as well. I really like how Drizzt came out. I mean, it's like, I wish there were longer hair options without getting packs, which blows me away that, it's like, the vanilla game is fun, but if you want to really branch out, you've got to pay almost as much as a regular game for expansion packs. And then stuff packs, you can get them at a rate. I got the Spooky pack for like $7.49 a couple weeks back, and because it just fits my style with some things. But yes, Canterbury came out pretty hot, if you ask me. I was going to name the oldest son Zacnafane after Drizzt's dad from the series, but Zane was close enough. That's what the game picked for him. Named the oldest daughter Elustriel, who is also, from the series. And there is a youngest daughter who is named her Mystra after the goddess of magic from the Forgotten Realms. Who else have I got here? Oh, yeah. Anybody who's ever watched my WWE 2K broadcasts, I have a long-standing stable of villainous, demon-worshipping, whatever, characters, and I've been incorporating them for some time into other games. We're talking, Neverwinter, Skyrim, there was a version of Thorn. I think there's a golfing game I created a version of them as well. It's just ridiculous. They're fun characters that I like to reinterpret in different ways, and I brought them into the Sims. So yeah, it's kind of standard Thorn looking right, but the red attire, the black vest, rose black, had to make her as hot as I possibly could because, she is the seductress, the Princess of Hell. They have an oldest daughter named Lilith, who is currently married to Bruce Nesbitt. We'll get to them in a bit. They're all young adult at this point, and they have just kids of their own. I am literally up to a fourth generation. This goes fast. Within a matter of like 4 to 5 days, you can age up a sim and, they're done, and it's on to the next. But it's fun. Who else? Is there anything? No. Okay, so a couple more things before I show off and get on with the actual gameplay portion. There was a dining room in the gallery for St. Patrick's Day that I really liked. Unfortunately, I don't. It's funny because it says this item does not use any pack-specific content, but I'm pretty sure there was a number of things that I couldn't end up using. But I got the important stuff. And I built a home for Lemmy Metal Wolf around this dining room. And it's kind of like a cool, homey wooden lodge with a pool and, a nice rustic family setting with a pool and a barbecue and a picnic table. And I'm going to show that stuff off here. And that's the lodge, what I've named Metal Wolf Lodge at the moment. For those of you familiar with the game, okay, so as the story goes with my particular run-through of The Sims, Lemmy is the son of Lita and Alexander, Lita Metal Wolf and Alexander Goth. And as the playthrough went along, there was an interaction with Alexander where he pushed Lita around extensively, like I chose a joking reaction command, and apparently Alexander Goth doesn't have a sense of humor, and he shoved Lita, and I'm like, well, Lita's not going to take that shit. Lita broke up with him while still pregnant. Alexander Goth never got to know his child. However, Lemmy grew up, got married, and basically moved in and evicted the residents that were in the Goth home at that time, because Alexander had passed away quite some time ago. But evicted them, bulldozed the Goth home to the ground, tried putting up another home that didn't quite fit on the lot right. So I bulldozed that, and the 200,000 plus simoleons I had at my disposal, I used about half of that, give or take, to create this. And like I said, it's just a nice little lodge. You got the pool there. And, I mean, I don't even know if lodge is like, it just has a nice rustic, homey feel to it. You'll see what I mean once I'm going to actually go in. And that's the floor plan. It's just one floor at the moment. And I have a lot of room yet where I can build. But, yeah, with that being said, we're going to go and get the ball rolling. Lemmy's cousin Angela here is... oh, wait, nope, that is somebody else completely. Okay, yep. So, that is Lemmy's adopted daughter right there. His wife actually already had a child when they got married, but she is grown up to teen, yes. Nicole Metal Wolf, carrying on that Metal Wolf name. Let's see. And we're gonna knock the walls down here. I guess Angela will see who this person is. And right there, as you can see, that is the dining room, minus a couple of little things. Dining room that was in the gallery. And I had to do a little bit of tweaking, had to like break down a couple of wall fragments. But I like how this looks overall. I mean, it's pretty awesome. And it's Lemmy right there. And his son Freddie, aka, I guess, based around Freddie Mercury. I devoted quite a bit of time last night to setting this up, and it was like hardwood floors, the rugs. Like I said, I had plenty of money to put some of the best stuff I could into this home to make it, and I really like how this turned out, and I can't wait to add on to it. I made it kind of ritzy, fancy yet comfortable. And matter of fact, I'll bring the walls up. There we go. And I got the like the gas lamps on the, and then like the chandeliers, kind of just give it an old-fashioned feel that I really enjoy. And then of course, all the modern conveniences. And I swear to God, I've used this TV stand in almost every home, almost. But it's just, once you can afford this, it's great for the big screen TVs. But yeah, we got the bathroom right here. Nice little kitchen space. Then you have the dining room for special occasions. A couple of urns here. Matter of fact, I can't even remember. They were in the inventory, and I don't even. Because I know his mom's urn is actually at the original family home, which is now Kavanaugh Manor. But I'm going to get back to the fam here in a little bit later. I really just want to do this broadcast to give a tour of my handiwork in the past 3.5 weeks. But yes, before like I said, this just like a nice family yard there. You get the lounges, a nice little bench, a couple nice little chairs, your picnic table, your gas grill, nice little pool. Nothing fancy. A little bit of foliage. And I will share more as this continues to grow and expand, and we'll see where it goes from here. But for having only been playing 3.5 weeks, I think I got the. I'm doing pretty well with the build option, I think, and I just hope to improve from there. So let's see. Let's move on. We will save. One of the things I didn't realize early on was that I didn't need to create a separate save file for each home in the neighborhood. And if I were in a different town, that would be a different story. And I do have other towns that I started on, but I'm really just focused on, I think, what is it, Willow Creek, I think this is called. This is my main base of operations, so to speak. Okay. Yes, Willow Creek. But yeah, I mean, it's like I do have a home in Oasis Springs for a character, and New Crescent for a character. I haven't really dealt with any of them. This is more like you have the desert here, and then here you got like your city dwelling. I really kind of like this town the most. So let's move on. These aren't playable, but I had actually created the O'Briens and moved them into my neighborhood just because I wanted an Irish family for St. Patty's Day to move into the neighborhood. So there they are. The Doherty residence where Tristan Canterbury lived. Let's see. So, well, I don't know what Illustriel's all decked out for, but there she's youngest offspring and Driston blah blah Canterbury. And then we have
Dag dag.
Mistra here hugging her oldest sibling, Zane. One of the struggles I've discovered, because you can only devote so much time to each household, and I've shown more households more love than others, and I'm not gonna lie, I have kind of used the same model. Um, Here as the Metal Wolf, Casa de Metal Wolf, I should say, the base home. For starters, with some of these, just because I've already got the space available for multiple bedrooms and all that, and I just kind of switch it up a little bit. I haven't done that with all of the homes, obviously, but in the early going, when because especially considering it's like you can only spend so much time on any given family, and I really haven't shown the Jordans as much love as some of the others. They're just kind of there to mingle in and eventually marry.
Brett no Queen.
But
Tariq, be Ralph, El Noib. Hapjam Abavween.
two of them have jobs. Mister's still in high school, so there is an income. I just need to have a game session where I'm spending a couple hours and focus on them specifically. Maybe get Zane a wife.
You been?
Kroba Segor.
We'll get a loose reel of husband. One or the other. I gotta get them out and do some social interacting, but
Frinka, Brove Unsa, Bilp,
overall,
Mom, Chow Tokibo.
They're doing good.
Yadraz Vumpa, Friends
He
Debate.
earns for Dritz and Canterbury.
Floon. Yarba. Yip yip yip, Zargu Zargu.
Next paycheck, I'm gonna get them a computer to put on that desk. Which will be, let's see, at 6:07 p.m. Monday here. Actually, Illustriel's gone to work.
Maybe Hibine Avinidis.
Dritz goes into work the following morning, so they're also really some money. I'll show them some love a little later after I'm done broadcasting. Good thing they got a bookcase, because you might even have a TV at this point. I don't know how they don't go crazy, but we'll work on them a little bit later.
Booma Schmiesne? Oh,
Like I said, right now I just want to give the grand tour and show my handiwork during this time of social, or what's the term? Distancing. What else am I gonna do? I mean, seriously. I mean, I hope everybody's well. I really do. These are right now times that I never freaking foresaw. I never, in my entire 54 years on this planet, imagined that we would see the world come to this point. And I mean, I'm kind of a hermit anyway, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, honestly, I get out once a week. Normal life, before all this fun, I would get out and we would record the Metallic Onslaught on Tuesday nights, so it would be ready to broadcast for the following weekend. I would play cards, like maybe Sunday nights usually, but I'll wait for the music to, but maybe some other night during the course of the week for playing cards with my brother. Outside of that, I get out to get groceries, and that's pretty much it. I step out to do my laundry because I don't have the attachments for a washer or dryer in my apartment, so I gotta go to the laundry room. Um, and, you know, now that's all changed, where
Ah, nope,
I
sir.
don't know in what form the Metallic Onslaught's going to continue.
So.
For the immediate future or for the extended future. I just do not know. I think this week's show is going to be hosted by Soraya Azkath, who also hosts the last segment of The Lost. But because of social distancing and the fact that, you know, we may end up having to quarantine for, you know, a time period. You know, it's like 2 weeks or who knows how long at this point. Fact of the matter is, it's all just one big unknown quantity, if you get my meaning. Along with everything else. I mean, no concerts, movie theaters, no, you can't, bowling alleys, bars, restaurants are takeout only, or delivery. And it's just madness, and I mean, I don't want to jump on a soapbox and start bitching about it's really distressing to me sometimes to hear how many people are not taking this seriously. Oh God, I hate when they do this. I'm gonna show you what Marley here. Where the hell is she going? Okay, she's going upstairs to pick up more dirty plates. Okay, maybe is she gonna go? Nope, she's gonna go into the upstairs bathroom. Okay, so you get the tour of the Metal Wolf Manor here. Now that I've added a second floor and also another wing, after, you know, where I'd said before that I hadn't really added much to the upstairs. There's a couple more bedrooms, little game room here, a little room for the computer and artsy stuff. A workout. We got a treadmill and a punching bag. You know, a couple of nice music systems. And I told you I've been through multiple generations. So let's see. Here we got Doro and Lita with a little rose in the middle here. Liberty Lee, which was the initial wife to my character, quote unquote, my urn, and William's urn, and wife Liberty's urn. Brian Kavanaugh, Ronnie James, third generation. Like I said, the only one left is Angela, and her urn will be incorporated there because she is aged up to elder not too long ago, so she probably doesn't have too much longer left on the planet. She may even kick off while I'm doing this broadcast, for all I know. Anyhow, like I said, I added a wing here. Let's actually get the. There we go. That is the current view of the manor. I'm eventually going to put something over on this side, be it another wing, or like a fenced-off area with a deck and a pool, or I have literally a ton of room even in the back here that I can have a door come off here from the family room. If you look, I could put a door here and then fence off a certain spot on this side and put the pool and the deck over in the back. And, you know, in the front, we got the grill and, you know, the chairs and the, lawn chair to lounge around in. Marley, who was the wife of Brian, I kind of, because they are literally the only couple that I did not have elope. I did the wedding with them, and So there's the arts from their wedding, and you get one pillar with like the flowers. Um, I think as a reward. I bought another one to kind of offset it. Added a couple of little trees on the side, and then a nice little fountain, and fenced it off. And that's Marley's little memento to her wedding. And really, it's all part of the fun for me. It's like I'm just incorporating some of my ideas just to build up the aesthetics here. I think it's a really nice looking home. And if you play, I believe it is in the gallery. If it's not, I will. Oh, no, sinks on the bricks. Well, we got enough money to, just replace it. Get one of the. Here. No, no puddle on the floor? No, nothing to mop up. That's good. Good Lord, was it 10:53 p.m.? Oh, the kids should be in bed. Okay. Jenny, who is not named after a rock icon. She is actually named after my great-grandmother on my mom's side. Is in bed. Ralph. Or no, that's not Ralph. Peter. After Peter Criss from Kiss. Ace, Paul, and Gene will be somewhere along the line. Let's see. Katie, just, I don't know. I just don't mind. That was kind of the computer. The game gave her the name Casey, and I just changed it to Katie because I don't mind that. Oh, Angela, the only surviving sibling from the Kavanaugh third generation. Or, well, second generation of Kavanaugh's, third generation of Metal Wolf, I should say. Kind of try to keep the Metal Wolf name attached in some form because that is the lineage. But, son of Ronnie James here. Named him Ralph after my grandfather on my mom's side of the family. But, yeah. Nice little dining area, nice little kitchen. I think there's like 4 bedrooms. Or, well, no, it actually... all this here, the main... used to be 3 bedrooms before I turned that into a family room with the bar. But the den has changed the same. That children's room has stayed the same. The living room and dining room and kitchen have all stayed the same. The bathroom stayed as it was. But yeah, currently, let's see, we got what? 2, 4 downstairs. No, 5 downstairs bedrooms. 2 upstairs. Which are, at this point, essentially, may as well just say guest bedrooms until I decide what else I might want to do with them. Everything's a work in progress. There's always that little something I might want to tweak later. And, good Lord, kid, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I need to get to bed. So we will put her, go to sleep. Oh. Brian's ghost is still roaming. Hey. I'm going to show you something here. Oh, wait. No. You stay in bed. I didn't want to... It's kind of hard to... Okay. There's like 6 people in this household. You can have a maximum of 8. Imagine what it's like when, 2 of them are toddlers. It's nuts. But, Marley's going to talk to her dead husband here. And I'm going to have some fun. Oh, there's Angela. Angela, who had been staying with the Nesbits for a while after Tarya and Chance passed away, she kind of moved in and helped the niece and nephews out. But, I wonder if I can get... I might have to. Yes.
Navy. Ah, Orochi.
So, for those unfamiliar with The Sims, when you have sex, it is called woohoo. And you can woohoo with ghosts. So yes, Marley is going to get it on with her husband's ghost here. And we're going to watch. At some point, I'm going to release Brian's spirit because if you catch ghosts in a bad enough mood, they will wreck your home. If you don't have good enough income to fix everything or repair everything or replace everything, oh god. It adds up. I mean, technically you should get in the habit of repairing, learning how to repair instead of replacing, which costs money, or hiring a repairman. Oh, yeah. Must have been pretty good, I guess. I mean, the pillows didn't flip, there were no fireworks. But no, she seemed to be... No, and I just popped a trophy. What would it be like? Now, why didn't I get this one? Because I'm pretty sure I did this with her last night, and I did not pop a trophy for having a 90% sure that's probably what the trophy is for, is woohooing with a ghost. But, okay, well, I popped it that time. And Marley is sleeping comfortably and satisfied and happy. And, before Brian does too much damage, though, I think we're going to have Ralph come up. Now, you can do a couple things here. You can leave offerings. You can mourn. That stuff doesn't change. You can leave an epitaph. But over here, you have two choices on the left. Release spirit to Netherworld, which will release the ghost will not come back and haunt the home. And they don't just show up in the homes. They will show up at the nightclubs and dance with you. They will show up at the gym, and they will show up at the library. They will show up in the park. They will show up any number of places. But yes, you can release the spirit to Netherworld, or you can strengthen their connection to the physical world and keep them around a little longer. But in the interest of not having to, like, fix things in the house repeatedly, Ralph is going, and we've already done it with Ronnie James, so Brian is going to get sent off to the great beyond. Yes. Brian's spirit is fading away. That's okay. You'll see your uncle again someday, Ralph. And... Good Lord, kid, why are you still awake? Jesus Christ, it's 4:30 in the morning. And it's a school night besides. Get to bed. Oh, let's see. Marley should sleep too. Oh, wait, Marley's sleeping upstairs, that's right. And good Lord, there's Ralph. Ralph. Sleep. There. That's... Did I pick the wrong kid? no, or not Peter. That's not Ralph. That's Peter. Peter came in to mock the stuffed bear. Peter needs to go to bed. Oh, wow. And yes, I think Brian's ghost did wreak some havoc. I can afford to replace it. Well, Angela's bored. We'll keep her interested. We'll get her to mop up the mess. Oh. So yeah, I've spent a lot of time. This is the main homestead. This is the baby right here. This is the main base of operations, so to speak. And I've raised. I brought four generations up through this home, and the home's going to get bigger, and more generations are going to come and go through it. And we're just going to leave them alone for a little while. Good God, Peter. You kids don't sleep for nothing. Wait, or wasn't that? Who the hell is sleeping where? Marley, it came down, and oh God, can you people sleep in your beds as assigned? Everybody pretty much sleeps, even in the days before Brian kicked the bucket. He was coming out to sleep in this, outdoor lawn chair here. It was just, they do weird things sometimes. Very weird thing. Lita, at one point, had come to visit while pregnant with Lemmy. And, peed, only her thing was, she was standing up when she did it. Let that sink in. A girl was peeing, standing up. Yes, it happens. Just once in my personal experience, but it has happened. But yes, we're gonna continue the tour here now that I've had a little bit of fun. We'll save. Take a little drinky here. I'm getting parched. And we're going to move on across the road here. Wait, who's home? Everybody but Lilith. Okay, so we'll pick Bruce. Why the hell is Lilith dressed in what looks... I told you, Sims do really weird things sometimes. I have no idea. She's at the gym, and I don't even know what that outfit is. Okay. Hopefully she comes home dressed normally. One thing I forgot to mention in the last household, because I got the one teenager, Ralph, who has a twin brother out there somewhere named Martin. The twin brother named Martin, and your children can be taken away from you. Um, the mother in that particular case, I was trying to issue commands to feed her children, and your Sims are stubborn sometimes. Why is Phyllis okay? Well, she's here. She's still dressed. Okay, change costume, lady. Come on. That's ridiculous. Okay, outfits. Change outfit. Screw the computer. That's just ridiculous. Much better. So, let's see here. Lilith
Ufa Moreni, Criffum
is
Das,
married
ACL,
to Bruce Nelson.
Gensiba, Lunzo Moran, Lampima, Ukinik,
They have a daughter currently named Candace, but that's going to change.
Onchibi,
Because
Plus
they have not had a
Quetzalin Gao
change. That's what the
Jifa,
game named her, and I don't want to keep it.
Fuim Napatane,
Youngest son of Azrael and Rose, Max.
Stoba.
Middle daughter of Azrael
Nonafej.
and Rose.
Yasharu.
Sarah, spelled as in
Bench
Sarah Angel, Magic the Gathering.
Sword.
Those familiar with the Rose and Thorn characters in the WWE game stuff. Sarah is the good girl, therefore the black sheep of the family.
Hey, nice Warbo.
Let's see.
Narble for boy.
And Max is, once he's out of high school, is going to pursue a career of criminal activity. He is going to follow in his dad's evil footsteps.
Amuki Groba. Arben
And
Dufour.
Lilith is just, kind of that same vibe, but she's raising a family now, might be mellowing out a bit. But, yes. I kind of went with more of a creepy here. If I can get...
Adyawa and
I wanted to show off, okay. There we go.
Yasharu. Van Gogh.
I used some of the stuff from the spooky stuff pack for the walls and the carpet. Just because, it's Thorn and Rose were, definitely on the spooky side, so this gives it a nice little gothic touch. Somewhat.
Steve Charso.
I gotta add some fun little things to the walls here. This place is a work in progress, so it's one of the cases where I don't show these guys quite as much love as other. So the income level is not what it should be.
Nurchel Karenzi?
Okay. There, little Candace has gotta. We gotta get her indoors. She's angry. She wants. Oh, okay. She's had too many sweets. Well, tell you what, we're gonna have her take a nap. And Rose needs to get her ass to work. Or Lilith needs to get her ass. While she was playing with her daughter.
Gora Uchman. Benorv Gorg. Snores.
Kind of hard to get that income up if you're not going to work there, Lilith. I mean, Lilith just seemed like a reasonable name for the daughter of Thorn and Rose. It just made sense. And I'll tell you, if you ever jump in on this game, if you've never played it and you're interested, be prepared to eat a lot of birthday cake within your families. Like, a lot of it. I swear to God, that's pretty much all that's... I could have her choose leftovers. And she, oh, wait. Wrong character. We'll have Bruce get leftovers. Oh, nope. He pulled out. It appears to be scrambled eggs and bacon. Here, knock the walls down here. But yeah, I swear to God, birthday cake is just a never-ending thing in this game. So who's got to be where? Let's see. I don't think I. Oh, Bruce is an entertainer at the local club. He doesn't have to go to work for another 7 hours. Mr. Where's she getting? Or Sarah, not Mr. Jesus. Multiple families. I have a really hard time sometimes keeping track.
Oh.
And she is also
Ringo.
to go to work in 7 hours at the same
Risham.
nightclub. 2 entertainers in the ham.
Yimple Swabe.
Actually, entertainers kind of running among my generations in
Scuba
this
Chube. Prepna
game at the
Pelzo.
moment. And artists and writers and
Oh, so dork.
creative types.
Oh, in a bosh.
And I've chosen other paths for
Bip is some. Is she Roy?
Okay, so he got the scrambled eggs out, then decided he was going to eat leftover spaghetti. Well, I'll tell you what. Sarah can have the freaking eggs.
Pena
Damn food.
Swarbo.
Clean the refrigerator out already.
Oh,
You
Iklavov.
have too much shit in there. Oh,
Mm.
we'll leave them alone for now. And almost done with the grand tour here. Almost. One more place to visit. And then we will conclude this broadcast. Oh. I might actually do the smart thing here in a little bit. And, but yeah, the Nesbit home, Tarja, who strongly resembled her mom, Liberty Lee, who Liberty Lee was of very much Asian appearance. But yes, Tarja married Chance, who was also Asian, so the lineage is carried on to throughout the Nesbit. But yes, this is Ozzy. Annika is currently at her job until 5. But like I said, I had said before that I've actually used the model and just switched it up a little bit. And I did that with them here, too. I don't know if there's a lot of room to tweak. I mean, I can, pretty sure on this lot, I can do a little bit of fencing off in the front. Let's take a look. Yeah, there's not really a lot to expand one way or the other to the sides. But I can eventually put in a second floor on this and get a little creative with that. I don't think I showed. Oh, I forgot to put I gotta go back and put a roof on the bathroom with the Thorne residence. I gotta do something a little more creative with this one too. I'm probably gonna build that one up a little higher as well at some point. I just don't know in what capacity. But it's a fairly big lot, and I can have some fun with this. But this one here, I can pretty much only go up. And given the funds, at some point, this is another family that I will someday show a little more love to. And I'll expand. Throw a second floor on here. And it's generally, matter of fact, God, do I not have any lighting for them? I don't think I do. How much money have I got? Here, I wanna. No, I do not have COVID-19. I'm drinking something very citrusy, and I get that little tickle at the back of my throat sometimes from the citric acid. I swear I am not sick. To my knowledge, I am not sick. I'm gonna say that. Anyhow, what was we gonna do? Oh yeah, we gotta put some. I got a little bit of money I can work with here with them. I gotta get some lighting in here. These poor peeps. Good Lord, here. Let's see. I get a nice, like some ceiling lighting here. Paper globe. That might be fitting. Oh, yes. I'll put one there for the kitchen. One there for the dining room. And one just behind the couch. I'm going to put one in the... How much money I got? Oh, I'm doing good. One in that bedroom. One in that bedroom. Are we aligned? I mean, not that it has to be perfect. I kind of like that look. That's neat. Okay. It's pretty neato keen. God, I think that's something we used to say in high school. Many freaking moons ago. At some point, we're going to add some stuff to that. I just want something here at the front of the hallway here. Just a little extra illumination. There we go. And I want to move this over. And I want to make sure I'm... Wait, there we go. There. There, the home is now lit. God, how did I have them with no interior lighting for... I don't even have a door, light by the door. We'll do that some other time though. But yes. 3 bedrooms. Neither of these have romantic interests yet.
Durka.
First of all, does Ozzy have to be anywhere? Nope. He does not have to be to work today. I might focus on him.
Frida.
Might get him to go to the gym. Or wait, actually, I think he has a romantic interest. Or is it one of the other? It is so hard to keep track with like 5 households. You have no idea. At some point, I'm just going to have to give up and, let them fend for themselves and let the generations thrive without my assistance. Unless I decide to kind of peek in every now and again and offer a little divine intervention. But, can I? Yes. Not the damn floor. Jesus. Yes, things break and malfunction. And I should, really get him on the path where he can repair stuff, because it's just, in the long run, a lot more cost efficient. But, for now, I'm going to end the broadcast and just kind of continue my merry way. I just wanted to give everybody a little feel of what I've been focusing on in recent weeks in my gaming time, and while I practice self-isolation and social distancing and all this fun shit. So, be smart, people. Stay safe. Be sensible. I'm of the mind that this very much needs to be taken seriously. And if you're one of the people who are still in denial, I'm sorry for you. I can't even imagine, this is something the likes of which we have not encountered, especially in my lifetime, and literally probably the worst thing days ever, aside from, 9/11, the Gulf War back in the early 90s, the Iraqi War under George W. back in the early 2000s, early mid 2000s. This one right here just takes the cake. And be sensible, stay healthy, don't spread this. And hopefully in the coming weeks, months, however long this takes, because I dread to think how long it's going to drag out. But just like I said, be sensible, stay healthy, be kind to your grocery workers. I devoted 30 years to retail, in one form or another, grocery, department store. I was a cashier at Super Duper in Seneca Falls for a number of years. I was an electronics department manager at Ames in Seneca Falls, Waterloo, in the plaza there. I mean, it's kind of hard to say which town. It's right on the border, so it's it's one of those places in town where it's where does one town end and the next begin? Because Waterloo is just technically a stone's throw. The border is just a stone's throw up the road, so it's right on the fringe. So we call the Walmart Seneca Falls Waterloo Walmart, because it's pretty much on the border of the towns. But yeah, I'm rambling, as I tend to do. But yeah, be sensible, stay safe, stay healthy, be kind to each other. I cannot stress that enough. The last thing we need right now is to continue the hate that is just so rampant out there. And, there are so many things I could go on about, and there might be a Randy's Ramblings video in the future where I can address some of these things. This isn't really the place where I want to address it, but for now, just be smart. And hopefully we'll make it out of all this better people than we have gone into it. That's all I'm going to say for now. And I shall speak at you all some other time when I decide I might want to do another gaming stream of some sort. Next one is probably going to be next week, actually. I might even do one, because the Moxie's Heist DLC for Borderlands 3 was a lot of fun, but I don't think I did a broadcast for it. So I might fiddle around with that some night. But next week, the second DLC for Borderlands 3 comes out. Guns, Love, and Tentacles. Which is the wedding of Hammerlock and Wainwright. And, Gage is the wedding planner. and eldritch beings of the Lovecraftian variety. You know, I cannot wait to play this DLC. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it'll be a nice distraction from my Sims activities. But anyhow, until then, take care of each other. Bye bye.